I don't know where to actually, that's a lie. I know exactly where to start. The only place that I'm going to, as far as blame for this game, by and large, it's not the defense. It's not Brian Flores. It's not Kirk Cousins. It's Justin Jefferson tried to make an effort. If you want to focus on the turnovers, 4 turnovers tonight, that's 7 through your first 2 games. You want to focus on the turnovers, go ahead, be my guest. The bigger issue and the primary target, focus of tonight's loss is leadership. It's not Brian Flores. It's the general manager and the head coach. For the general manager, if you remember one of Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah's press conferences where he said, we're not looking for just football players. Paraphrasing here. We're not looking for just football players. We're looking for dreamers. We're trying to build a championship culture of dreamers. The right fit for... Listen, man, you can find dreamers all you want to. How about find some damn players? No other GM in the league thought that signing Dean Lowry to be a starter on the defensive line was a good idea. No one thought that except you. Defensively, the reason why Brian Flores gets zero blame is because he can only deal with the hand that he's been dealt by the GM. Philadelphia had 48 rush attempts. It got so bad to where we knew clearly that's all they were going to do. And it didn't matter. 48 rush attempts for 259 yards and 3 touchdowns. Obviously, we knew the offensive line was an issue. That was the biggest priority. Right behind that, I was saying off season long, it's the defensive line. Against the run, that's not going to be our strong suit unless we do something about it. And what does this dude do? We're going to sign Dean Lowry. It's going to make all the difference in the world. This is why I have an issue with analytical folks. Because it's Rick Spielman on steroids. Just using math and spreadsheets and doing all this E=MC² type of crap. Thinking that you can outsmart yourself around the rest of the league. Well, guess what? It failed. Someone asked me on the live stream, do you think this team can get to the playoffs? Can this team win a damn game? That's what I'm waiting for. You've shown in 2 weeks that you can lose to the worst of the worst and the best of the best, even though, and this goes to the head coach. I'm a big fan of Kevin O'Connell, but that was some weak-ass play calling. 8 carries. No, that was by just Madison, excuse me. 9 carries as a team for 28 yards total. And I said, and I'm just some dude on YouTube. I'm not in the damn locker room. I'm not part of the coaching staff. But I said you should not expect any sort of success running the ball against this defensive line. And that goes back to the GM. Why? Because the interior offensive line is ass. That's why. That was your choice. But it got to a point with Madison where I'm like, clearly it ain't it with him. Give Ty Chandler some opportunities. He had just 1 rush attempt. Just 1. But what's really crazy is, why is it so hard to exercise common sense? This is why I don't give a damn about the turnovers. There were plenty of drives where if you had common sense with play calling, you could have won that game. You lost by 6 points through all the goofiness that you did. Why is it? There were so many opportunities. And I'm like, bro, we have a chance right here to make this a game. First down. You telegraphed your drives. First down. We're just going to hand the ball off. Just run it up the gut and see what happens. To do what? Set up second and long, third and long situations. Throwing the ball. I said this. Linebacker, safety, they are weak there. Throw over the middle. And the few times you did it, it was successful. TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison. Speaking of Jordan Addison, the audacity to think that KJ Osborne, who, by the way, all of a sudden can't catch whether it goes off his hands or bounces off his chest, the audacity to say in 2 receiver sets, KJ Osborne is our wide receiver 2. What is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all aren't a serious team. You're not. How can you expect others to respect you? You don't respect yourselves. You're sitting here just committed. We're just going to run the ball to start the drive. And it's not working. Nick Sirianni saw that the passing game, hey, listen, this pass rush, they're disguising blitzes. They're getting after Jalen Hurts, sacked 4 times. But they can't stop the run. They were plus 25 on rush attempts compared to pass attempts. They rushed the ball 48 times to just 23 pass attempts. Nick Sirianni, the head coach of the Eagles, said, clearly it's not working. We're going to, for them anyway, for the Vikings, running the football is working for us. We're going to keep doing it until they can prove that they can stop us. Meanwhile, throws over the middle were clearly working for the Vikings, to which Kevin O'Connell should have computed to say, we're just going to keep doing that. And you didn't. You're just trying to tap dance your way around and be safe. You're not a serious team. This loss is on leadership, the GM and the head coach.